Hey there everyone, thanks for tuning in again for another rotation-proof future standard video. So today's deck is a variation on the Smuggler Surprise decks that are running around out there. A lot of times you see these decks, they are Gruul decks, Lesnia decks, Naya, or Jund decks, but this deck here is a Temur version. The idea is relatively the same where you ramp out really big creatures that when they enter the battlefield they have some really cool effects that let you make copies of creatures or bring in creatures from your library, or have triggered abilities that let you draw a card or gain life or deal damage. Some of them also help you with your ramping abilities like Colossal Rattleworm and Vaultborn Tyrant. But the blue aspect of this deck is a little bit different. Gives you a little bit of element of control, a little bit more than some of the other decks do. Using cards like Ill-Timed Explosion, where you can draw 2 cards and then discard 2 cards and it deals X damage equal to the greatest mana value among the cards you discarded. And that's pretty useful. Anything with a toughness of 4 or less is going to get wiped out usually by this spell, because all of your creatures have a toughness 5 or greater. Also running a couple copies of 3 Steps Ahead, which is really nice. Gives you a counter spell ability, a little bit of draw card ability, but also lets you create a token that's a copy of an artifact or creature you control. So that's really useful with some of these big enter the battlefield creatures that you have in the deck that you can take advantage of. The deck also runs a card that I've actually been wanting to try out for a while, but finally getting a chance to use it because I haven't tried it yet, and that's Make Your Own Luck. Lets you look at the top 3 cards of your library, and you can exile a non-land card from among them, and if you do, you can plot that card and then you put the rest in your hand. That's pretty useful if you need to get land or a non-land spell that you might want a time to plot away and cast on a different turn to use. So this card's pretty good. You end up getting 3 cards for the cost of it. Also, if you end up not needing cards from it, you can use it as discards, but to discard away for the Ill-Timed Explosion. The rest of the deck is ramp spells with Map the Frontier, Glimpse the Core, a little bit more board wipes with 2 copies of Brotherhood, and then of course the key card in the deck, Smuggler's Surprise. It's a bit of a ramp spell, bit of a enter the battlefield creature cards from your hand type spell, and also can give your creatures with power 4 or greater hexproof or indestructible. So it's an awesome card for what it does, and really powerful if you're able to resolve it. Then the deck's running 25 lands. One of the key cards for the lands is Cavern of Souls. I found you really want to be able to resolve your dinosaur spells, your dragon spell, or your Calamity, Galloping Inferno. If you can resolve those spells, you're going to be in pretty good shape to win the game. I only have 2 copies in here because just want to make sure we have enough mana that can be spent on anything amongst the Temur colors, and then we round it out with some basic lands, 5 of which are forests that fuel your Glimpse the Core, and then 2 copies of the Myrics for creating a might token if you need to in the mid to late game. But that's the deck. Before we get started though, just a quick reminder, if you like the rotation proof videos and you want to stay up to date on all the stuff that I'm doing with them, make sure you hit that subscribe button for my channel. Definitely helps me out there. You also get notified when I post a new video for the rotation proof stuff. And then if you're liking the videos, hit that like button too. It definitely helps me out as well. So let's go ahead and try this deck out and see how we do against the competition. We'll mulligan that. Yeah, we'll have to keep this. Let's see here. I think I'm going to have to put that card away, and then we'll keep the rest. Fire Bluff, that's good. Yeah, I'll go ahead. Pass there. Uh-oh. Pretty good card. I worry anytime I see that creature hit the battlefield. It means they have a death combo coming up. I think we'll just wipe the board. Then we'll ditch Now we got to do that, and we'll do that in the forest. I'm gonna go ahead and play that. Go ahead and glimpse the core. And we'll go ahead and pass there. Oh, it's nightmare. All right. Let's see. Say dinosaur there. Need one more land for that. I'm just gonna go ahead and hard cast Wildborn Tyrant because we won't get full value out of the Smuggler Surprise if we cast it. So we'll do this. Gain some life, draw a card. Spent quite a few spells on that just to kill the big one. Alright, well, bummer. Couldn't play that. Go ahead and attack here. We'll cast the make your own luck. Ooh, nice. We'll exile Tolly. Be plotted. I will draw those two. And we'll go ahead and pass. It's either Smuggler Surprise or Ill-Timed Explosion. Either way, they're in trouble. Yeah. Okay. You have 8 mana available. Let's see, make sure we do this right. Go. I'll cast a Tolly. But we don't have the mana for it. Ah. Yeah, we'll decline on that one. So we'll do 5. Oh, I messed up there. Should have targeted him. His plot spells kind of throw me off a little bit there. But I think I see how they work when you use them with the Tali. Well, let's go ahead and attack there. And I'm going to go ahead and end the turn. Now I'll go ahead and counter that. Yeah, that should end it here. Nice. That worked the way we wanted it. Okay, here. Let's see. Well, we're on the play. I think we can keep this. We might get in trouble early, but we might be able to bounce back here. Let's give it a shot. I like it because of the lands we have. To the Copperline Gorge. Okay. They have all our colors. Okay. Looks like we might be playing against a blue tempo deck, maybe. He's usually one of their trademark starts. Oh no. Maybe it's the Azorius Prowess. Azorius Tempo. Okay. I think we can go ahead and ramp out some couple deserts here. All right. We have 6 untapped land. Yeah, we could end up doing this at the end of their turn. We'll go ahead and pass. See what they decide to do here. We might Smuggler Suprise in response to something they do. Okay. So, in response to that, we're just going to go ahead and Smuggler Suprise. We'll do auto pay. Unless they're running Spell Pierce. Oh, they have a Make Disappear, and it only costs them 1 mana. Okay. Now we have another shot at it later. That's pretty good. We're gonna have to wipe the board. Okay. Go ahead and discard that, and I guess I'll dump it to Glimpse the Core. And we'll go ahead and pass there. Go get Eroded Canyon. Okay. I think I'm going to choose a mount on that. We're going to go crazy with them with the Smuggler Surprise, though. Let's see here. We'll put those in our hand, and then we'll put those two on the battlefield. Swing for 16. They're gonna have lethal. Darn it. So close. That was a close game. Fun though. Okay, so one thing I noticed playing this deck is with the fast lands, the Spire Bluff Canal, Copperline Gorge, and the Botanical Sanctum. They're nice when they come into play untapped, but I noticed if we get a Glimpse of the Core early on and we search for a forest on, say, turn 2, next turn on turn 3, when we want to play really the last chance to play any of these fast lands, they end up having to come into play, tapped. So what I'm going to do is actually cut one of each of those and put in the pain lands, just due to the fact that those come into play untapped regardless, and having as few tap lands as possible is probably the best way to go. This will give us some early game options a little easier when we have a Glimpse of the Core, so it just smooths out our mana a little bit. Okay, let's go play some more games. Okay, yes, playable hand. We'll be able to ramp out pretty well here. We'll go Glimpse the Core here. Alright. We'll go ahead and pass here. And we'll go ahead and discard the Spinewoods Armadillo, get a desert here. How's our mana selection? Okay. Yeah, let's go get a Lush Oasis. Alright. Go ahead and play that. Let's see. Dinosaur. Let's make our own luck. See what we can do here. Huh. Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll get those 2 lands. Uh-oh. Got a token deck here that's going to be an issue. Let's go ahead and pass. We'll ambush him with the surprise. Huh. That's an issue. That kind of renders our ill-time explosions useless. Spell would deal damage to you or another permanent you control. Prevent that damage. Wow. Yeah. That's an issue. Let's go ahead and do the Smuggler Surprise. We'll do that. Yeah, we'll definitely use that on the... No. Use that on... What was his name? Rem Corliss? Carlos. Then we'll block here. Block like so. Take 1. Okay. Now let's make our own luck here first. Do that. We need to draw a card that has mana value of 5, at least. Let's try the ill-timed explosion. Oh, that's not going to work. Yeah, we can ditch that. Oh, we have to ditch one more. Now let's go ahead and attack here. Okay, and we'll pass. Okay. Let's go ahead and make our guys hex-proofy. Nice. That's good job by the deck there. Alright, so we're on the draw. Yeah, we can keep this. Flush Oasis and return the favor. Is it Prowess? We'll see here. Spell Pierce. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, we'll go with tap land. All right. We'll pass. I think I'm gonna dig for some land here. Sitting with a handful of counterspells. Could go Glimpse the Core, hold off, and maybe use a Trumpeting Carnosaur, or could play the Terror of the Peaks. Let's just question if they have any kind of counter magic. I think I'm going to go ahead and we'll do Glimpse the Core here. And then we'll go ahead and pass. Oh boy. Yeah, we gotta put a stop to that. Bummer. Just beat us out there. That's a bummer. Yeah, we can keep this. Might be able to ramp out quickly since we have 2 Glimpse the Core. All right. Let's go ahead and make our own luck here. I don't feel comfortable doing a Calamity just yet. Could. But they've got a handful of stuff and they'll probably kill it on their next turn. And we need 1 more mana so we can cast the Vaultborn Tyrant. There's the 2 mana, or 2 lands we'll get. We can cast that as a sorcery later on. probably going to take the Calamity. Darn. Oh, that ruined our fun. Alrighty. Let's see. Let's go ahead and cast the Smuggler Suprise plotted one, and then next turn we'll try and do the same thing again from our hand. Oops. So I used to do the first option too. What happened there? Guess I thought I could have done. Wow. All that land. That's insane. We'll end the turn. Alrighty. Okay, let's see. Well, we'll go ahead and attack here. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and kill the Vadmir with the Carnosaur. And, yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and end the turn. Got to discard a card. Just get rid of that. I'll go ahead and create a might token. And, yeah, I'll go. Nice. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we should be able to get him here. We'll do all of it. Put that. And then we'll put those two on the battlefield. Kill Shieldred. Nice. That was the way we wanted it. Something a little weird there. I don't know what happened there on the plotted Smuggler Suprise. I thought I could pay the 2 to get the first option, but it didn't happen there. So I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe I overlooked it, but we were able to get the win. So pretty happy with that. Okay, so that's the Temur Smuggler Suprise deck. Definitely a different take on the deck versus your usual Smuggler Suprise decks. Yeah, one couple things about the deck. I did notice though that if it doesn't get out of the gate real fast and your opponent's able to get up on you on damage pretty quickly and you're not able to stabilize, they'll be able to kill you that way. That happened to us in that 4th game there. Also, sometimes you might end up just drawing all your ramp stuff, you know, your glimpse the cores and your map the frontier, stuff like that, and drawing all these lands, but not get any of your win cons, any of your threats. That can be a problem. So just something to think about. But it's definitely an alternate deck that's worth trying out for the Smuggler Surprise strategy. I would definitely categorize it as a rogue deck. So, but I'll make sure to leave a link for the deck list in the video description if you want to check it out and try it yourself and play it. It's like I said, it's pretty fun to play as an alternate to some of the mainstream decks that are running around in Standard right now. So, but anyway, that'll do it for this deck. I'll be back again soon with some more future Standard rotation-proof videos. But until then, everybody, y'all take care, and we will see you next time.